Can they hear me? Okay. Okay. Oh. Alright, hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Mora here. Today we're gonna be...
Okay, hold on. Now they can hear me if people are actually gonna show up here.
Today we're gonna be modeling...
Don't listen to this fucking guy.
Talking to my best friend,
VRChat.
That's how you pronounce it, right?
Yeah, you don't even know. Hey everyone, we're gonna just, I'm setting out the notifications and we'll start here in just a minute. What's happening, YouTube? Come watch me do ZBrush work. Highpoly. And more. Okay. So for those of you who are already here, Zeeks is going to be joining in today. He's going to just be ambiently doing things in the background. Currently he's ripping models, but he may be doing some animation. I'm going to be doing some ZBrush work, which is going to be primarily doing some Highpoly sculpting.
Your mic is really loud.
You're really loud. Fuck you. I'll move it back a little more. We're going to be working on this character over there on the screen. I'll leave that up for you guys so you can go ooh and ah while I send these Discord channel invites and shit. I have 5 messages. Oh, that's right. Your messages.
Oh. Yeah, wait. Hold on.
You already forgot.
You guys are scrub muffins. Yeah, there it is.
That's what he decided he wanted to say today.
No.
Yeah. No, that's... I didn't tell you to say shit. Alright,
Yeah.
Where's Ryan's?
Yeah, it is really loud still. Chat's right.
Fuck.
You're loud.
Okay, hold up. I may have to adjust some settings real quick then.
Just turn your mic volume.
That's what I'm doing right now. Right now. Recording mic settings.
Hey chat, so today we're gonna be doing
Fuck you.
Blender.
No. Alright. That should be better. Is that?
Oh, that's much better.
There we go.
Shit.
Okay, good.
Wow, your mic is like not Xbox Live quality anymore.
Fuck you. It's a good mic.
Yeah, I can hear it now.
I just like loud apparently. We're in Jacobus. Where's Jacobus? Not music and... Well, I guess it's music and videos. Come join me, Jacobus people.
Alright, fucking...
Shima?
What?
Just picking all the people. Don't mind me. I'm gonna go to Shy's public, actually. That's gonna be better.
You should go post in Kiwo's server.
I'm not in Kiwo's server, actually. I should be.
You should get in Kiwo's server. I'll send you an invite.
Yeah, hook it up, dude.
Can I even? Yes, I can. I'm gonna invite you to the Weebs channel.
That's good. That's where I'd want to be. Alright. Okay, that should be everything now. I just gotta open up Streamlabs so I can actually see what you guys say to me.
Alright.
Yeah, normally I'd have the stream still getting ready, but Zeeks could be heard and I couldn't be heard, so I just switched it on.
So, does anybody remember Evolve? That game's pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's okay. He's trying to rip some models from that right now to bring into VRChat. Alright.
No. I want to play Evolve.
You're gonna play Evolve? Okay. Alright. I am here now. Hello. Oh, is that the real BWC? Wow. BWC. Do you know what that means? There's... That's another blue name right there.
Big white.
Alright, everyone. So, for those of you who don't know what ZBrush is a high poly sculpting program, which is what you use to generate normal maps for your low poly models. So we are going to be doing with that. So this character in the background here you see in Maya is going to be a character I'm going to be working on, but I'm not going to be, I haven't started on the model yet, so I'm going to start with this sword. So we're going to take this low poly mesh that I've turned the low poly subdivisions into actual geometry. I'm going to export these out. We're going to export those bad boys. I got to make a folder for this. What do I want to call this girl?
BWC.
My OBS still drops. We still have this issue. Okay, well at least we confirmed from that stream I did out of town that it's my internet, and I don't know how to fix that. So I am fucking dying internally. I'm live right now, but I do drop, which is why they're saying F in chat.
Oh, okay.
So that hurts. I'm just gonna call her Spell Sword because I'm gonna make this character a Spell Sword. Thank you. Alright, so I'm going to save this out as the sword, ZBrush, base, OBJ export. And we're going to jump right into ZBrush here. We're not going to use Maya at all for the rest of today, probably. So this is ZBrush. I'll go and fix you inside the... okay. I don't know about that. Come on. Snap. Snap. Do it. ZBrush, please. You're making me look bad. I'm doing good, Horo. How are you? I haven't seen you in forever. But then again, I haven't played as much recently because I'm dying with workload. Alright, so this is ZBrush here. ZBrush is the most confusing program you will ever see in your goddamn life when you first open it. And you will not see the UI that I have. I've customized my UI so it's functional and actually readable. But we're going to try to... we're going to try our best to... we're going to try our best to make this sword looking dope. I gotta make this person blue. There we go. First off, I'm gonna remove this gradient because I hate it. We are gonna import. I'm gonna drag out. Right, actually, no. Yeah, we're gonna import here. We're gonna import our new sword, which I just put on our desktop. Art desktop. ZBrush. Spell sword. Sword brush face. That's gonna load it in over here. So. This works like Photoshop in terms of its layers. So when you're ready, you drag it out and you can click edit to start editing. So what we're going to do mainly for this is we're going to work on all the filigree. Filigree? Is that the word? All the little sword designs that you see here are going to be quintessential to making this look good. So that's what I'm going to work on today. I can't actually show the reference constantly because of how ZBrush UI works, unfortunately. So I'm just going to have this off to the side. So let's start. We're going to start painting all these little details, and I'll show you everything that we can do. So the subtools are what are our layers of this. Oh, actually, I should do this differently. I'm going to trash this.
Rip.
Yep.
Everybody F's in chat.
No. We're going to pop this up. I'm going to do these individually as objects, so... Export selection. Handle. And we're going to export this as blade.
Yeah, Mora, your whole chat is blue.
That's because BWC's here and they ruined it. We're pure boys here. Oh god, if BWC's here and then at some point Zen shows up, it's gonna be bad.
What? Why?
Because Zen runs the Anti-Loot Association.
Oh, so I shouldn't go be lewd towards Zenyatta?
No, not towards Zenyatta. That's gonna be real bad.
Alright, I'm gonna do it.
And we'll import the handle. So I'm gonna drag the handle out. And if I append in the blade, it should just fit. Yep. Cool. Alright, so let's work on the filigree and all the designy things. So, currently, this model, if I go to my preferences and miscellaneous, I can see that this is about 14,000 points, which is a lot normally for a model. But this is a high poly model, so we're going to make this thing go insanely high. I'm going to hit divide on this like 4 times. So now this blade goes up to, we're at 350,000, which is still low, but it's a good starting point. So I'm going to hide the handle right now. We're going to start painting in some of these details into the blade. So as you can see for here, we have like all the little designy things. That's going to be what I'm going to try to focus in on here and make sure we get the shapes here. So when we remake the low poly, that all that information shows. So I'm going to start that off by taking out our brush. The main brush I like to use for sculpting is called Clay Buildup. You see if I just drag it on top, it just starts building up on top of the model, extruding the topology where we want. As you can see, it's digging through the back here. That's not what we want to do, so we're going to have to click this and turn off back face mask. So now when I do that, it's not going to affect the back. This is still too low, so I'm going to divide one more time. And now we should be in the millions. So I'm just going to start painting in some of the roughness of this filigree with a mask. So if I hold control, I can paint out specific sections, which means when I draw, it will not affect those sections. That's going to be key to what we're going to be doing next. So I'm going to start painting in some of these designs just roughly in their shapes. Just looking at the reference and going back and forth. This is just going to be a solid mask, and then I'm going to paint the details when we get a little closer to completing that.
That looks like a dick butt.
Fuck you, it doesn't. Huh?
Okay, now it doesn't.
It never did.
Although it kind of still looks like a dick up top, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I'll fucking paint this shit in so you can't see.
Alright, chat, let's have I'm gonna make a straw poll.
A straw poll does it? Oh fuck, I didn't turn on mirroring. Alright, I have to turn on symmetry. I have to read symmetry in the y-axis, so now when I paint on this... Okay, we're gonna have to restart, I think, but wait. Why isn't it working? Why isn't this actually painting correctly? Is it not Y? Is it Z? Am I a dummy? No, it's just not working.
You can go chat.
Is this not centered correctly? After all this, am I gonna have to restart again? It's not centered. I wanna fucking die.
The tech issues start early, it seems.
I'm a goob, man.
Straw poll not found. What the fuck? Does straw poll block out the word dick? Alright, let me remake this straw poll. Hold on.
I'm not gonna crash. I never crash with ZBrush. It's Maya I crash more with, if I'm honest. Alright, that's better. Alright. From the top. This is going off great. Export selection, blade.
Okay. Does this straw poll work?
Did you call it a
Alright.
PP instead?
I call it a weenie. There you go. There's the fixed straw poll.
Hey, V, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. I do crash with everything, that's fair. Alright. Let's restart. So I'm just gonna stop editing and hit Control New. I'm gonna go back to this. We're gonna import the handle. And then we're gonna import the blade. And now I'm gonna hope that I know which handle's which.
What? Still not fat. Straw poll sucks, dude. Alright, listen. Just type 1 in the chat if it looked like a weenie.
What?
2 in the chat if it didn't. 3 in the chat if more is gonna crash ZBrush and forget to save.
Fuck you. No hope or believing.
Fuck up on the straw poll. The link just doesn't work.
How do you fuck up on a straw? I don't know, man. I'm not seeing too good results right now.
3? Yeah, see, look at that. 3. More is gonna crash ZBrush. And also it looks
Why is symmetry not working? This makes me really sad.
Is your topology different on both sides?
It shouldn't be. It's mirrored.
Is it symmetry?
Well, like, look how far away it is.
Oh.
Alright, whatever. We're doing half the sword, and then I'll bake out half the weapon.
Is your origin point fucked up?
It shouldn't be.
Okay, well then
Yeah, I've given up. We're just moving on. No symmetry. We're just gonna hand paint filigree on both sides.
Did I just import?
Oh, that's right. I got it.
1,000
Divide.
meshes from Evolve and not get the thing that I was trying to rip.
Nice. Wow, you guys have no faith in me. All those 3s. Alright, we're gonna start it from the top again here.
Oh.
I want... Yeah, that's why I swear. I know. Okay, this is not gonna change, guys, unfortunately, until I get a new place. I don't think I can change my internet, so unfortunately, this is what we just gotta deal with, and I feel shit that it has to actually be that way. But, whatever. It's the big thing you gotta focus with filigree is just trying to make the shapes flow within one another. Adding just like, I love these curls a lot. Making sure things come off each other. And since we're just gonna paint this entire thing black as it is, oop. There we go. There's that. Once I get this mask done, you guys can really see like the art of what we're gonna do. If you hold Alt and Control while you paint masks, you can take away, which can really sharpen up the edges. And there's other ways to sharpen that I will get into, but once the entire mask is done. Nah, I don't like that one. How do they do that one? That one seems weird. Oh, this one has a weird loop. Okay.
Wait. No way.
What?
It... Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought it gave me the entire map from the game laid out perfectly, but...
That would have been nice.
Fucking, who wants to play Evolve in VRChat, guys?
So just making off branching paths is just important to have this flow. And this is not freehand filigree. I'm copying it from the image. So it's going to be a little different in terms of execution. I already have it laid out for me. But if you're trying to do your own, ensuring the flow is really important. Alright, then I'm going to sharpen these edges up by taking away. Is that? The star of the show. Fuck you, Cyber. It's just part of my stream charm, isn't it? Nope. It wouldn't be my stream if we didn't have technical difficulties at least 10 times.
He's right. But he has technical difficulties off stream too, so...
God damn. Brutal.
I don't think it gave me the monster.
And this is the final little strand here. This one branches off into 3 little pieces.
I'm actually tilted.
Are you still... Okay, good. I was like, how did you fail the one thing that you wanted to get?
No, I got it. It's just... Oh boy, it tried to make bones for it too. Those are some fucked up bones.
See, he's in the... He makes goddamn good models, maps, and assets, and he rips some fantastic things and gets them into VRChat. But there's a whole other side of that I don't fucking know. I don't know shit about ripping.
Huh? Oh, I mean, it's alright.
No, that's cool. I want to rip Fortnite thing.
Actually, these bones look okay.
Alright.
Kinda.
Anyway, filigree's fucking done. Ignore the drops, I guess. We're gonna pretend like they don't happen. There's a little bit more that I'm missing. Actually, no, there is a pretty decent gap there. This part connects that I missed.
Oh boy, this is... What is this? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay. So, if I hold Alt and we go into the minus mask and we just click on the mask, we'll sharpen it up. And if I click on the outside, it's going to reverse the mask. And that's what we wanted to start here. I'm not going to worry about the other side here just yet. Because I'm going to only do half the blade for these maps. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take out this clay buildup. And we're going to paint in the inside here to make the embossing come out. So we're going to start off with some of these flower shapes. I'm going to hide the handle now. Oh. Okay, hold on. I'm going to revert that mask. I'm going to paint that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The Wraith, in its... just by itself, is 200k tries.
Wow.
That is...
That's a big boy.
That's a detailed model.
Yes. Alright, so now... Oh, I gotta sharpen that up. And now... Oop. Now we inverse, and now we'll start painting. So I'm just gonna start painting up these lumps that you'll see in the shapes, and then we'll drag them down. And then we're gonna polish them out as we go along. This is gonna look... You can think of ZBrush as doing digital sculpt work. So if you've ever worked with clay before, you'll understand the basics of how to start with ZBrush. Roughly. You'll get the ideas. I've done traditional sculptor, and I feel that's true. I mean, there's always a technical learning curve with programs like these.
Oh. Wait, never mind. It's not 200k tries. I got duplicate meshes.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful. I have like 20 wraiths here.
Holding shifts allows you to smooth the mesh out a bit. Just keep carving that out. Smooth it out a bit. And if I real quick just remove the mask, you can see we have all that fine detail in the polygons. But this is nowhere near close to being done. So I'm going to show you the next steps of ensuring that your embossing looks good and works effectively. So I'm going to really pop these out now that we have the base rough in. And we smooth it out. Do the same thing for this one.
This thing looks gross.
Why is there such a hard seam there? What's happening? Oop. Held control, not what I meant. Alright, we're gonna Z-remesh real quick. Oh, actually, can I Z-remesh with the mask on? Yes, you can. So Z-remeshing is going to take all the topology I've already done and re-topologize it to try to make the edge flow better. Something's funky going on with this crease, and I don't know what's happening there, so I'm going to try to move on. It is unfortunate, Sculpting. I love ZBrush. ZBrush is my favorite program to work in. And yes, ZBrush does start off as scribbles, Tom. I wouldn't worry about that, though. You have to learn the basics first, and I would try just making a shape on like a cube first before you start trying to make a full model. But I want to start trying to make this blade so we can truly make it look like the best we can, like this sword here. And you can see the filigree right here that I'm trying to emulate. The rest of it up here is going to be part of the handle, and that's going to be a little different. But starting off with the basics of masking and then going at... I'm just waiting for Z or Remesher to think for a bit before we move on.
It's actually 35k tries.
That's okay. That's way better.
Yeah, that's more wit.
You know, that's like an actual model.
Yeah.
And we're back. Makes me sad, man.
I don't know that your chat cares much.
I know.
They're fine.
It just happens all the fucking time. It's sad. Alright, so I'm going to pinch the top here. I'm just trying to sharpen up those creases a little bit there. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So we can define the innards. And if I hold Alt, it's going to inverse pinch, which is going to pinch the insides bit here. And that's going to be pretty important to separating the filigree. And now if I'm going to tap this to open up my brush menu, I'm going to go to what is known as smooth polish here. And I'm going to just hit it pretty hard on the sides here. This is going to flatten out and smooth the geometry way harder than the standard smooth brush. And it's going to create a more hard-edged look. I'm going to try to avoid the pinch seam that we've done up top already. So this way it just can look as hard-edged as possible. I don't know what's happening with this line here, and I'll worry about it in a bit. That's going to require dynameshing and retopology, and I'd rather get the mask work done first, and then we'll move on to that. So we're going to do the same thing with the clay buildup down here. Just really trying to add some shape and depth to the model here with the clay buildup. Smooth it out, and then we'll slowly gradate that up. Okay. We got the basic shapes there. Now we're going to create the pinch brush and force this edge here at the shape's peak. Or take the clay brush and build this out a bit more. Smooth it out.
I gotta rig it.
You have to re-rig everything? Well, shit.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
No, it's not that complex.
Yeah, I feel it, Tom. I've been struggling with my exams too, but at least my exams are modeling related. But hey, I hope you guys can grab something out of these vids. Gonna hold Alt to pinch in the seams there and create that shape. Smooth out. We're going to go back to our smooth polish and we're going to hit the insides here. There you go. You can see there's much more depth there. I'm going to pinch a little harder on each of these. Just to really hyper define that shape. And if I want to like bring these out more, I can just grab the move tool, make it big, and I can just actually pull them out a little bit more and smooth it. like that. Isn't there a VR Zbrush? Yes, there is. I've never used it myself, but there are a lot of VR sculpting and drawing programs. I think it's pretty neat, but frankly, it's really hard to draw in VR, and it's a whole different beast of a learning curve. So I've never really given it a try myself. But yeah, I've seen some people make some cool shit in it. So for you VR users who don't want to drop or torrent this program, yeah, definitely try that out. See if you can see what you can do in VR. It's very interesting. It's a completely different approach, but for the same type of work. Because I know you can save out your models that you do in VR and actually make low polys of them and bring them into VRChat and stuff like that.
You can go from VR to VR.
Yeah, it is true.
They use PBR.
PBR was around that long ago? I feel like PBR was a very recent change.
Apparently they use PBR because this is definitely a metallic map.
Interesting. PBR is a form of texturing, for those of you who don't know. It's different than the standard methods that you'll see like on pretty much almost all older games. Some new ones still use it, but it's for hyperrealism.
What's the best way to explain it?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so before PBR there was the specular workflow, and specular, basically you would have a black and white map, or sorry, it didn't always have to be black and white, but basically the specular map determined what color the light was that was reflecting off of your character and how bright it was. PBR, you have a metallic map and a roughness map. And metallic just controls basically how reflective something is, and roughness controls
how shiny. Yeah.
Yeah, how shiny, how rough, however you want to put that.
So it's a slightly different workflow, and that may not be super noticeable to people who haven't worked with it in a while, but PBR offers a way more higher sense of realism in the work, which is why it's pretty much become industry standard. Even stylized games like Overwatch use PBR textures.
Yeah.
So it's not just always realism, but it does create a more realistic effect. Lighting and materials are far more believable. All that jazz.
Skin is one of the main ones.
Skin looks fantastic in PBR.
I know if you've ever played Metal Gear Rising or seen it, they use specular on everything except for the skin where they use PBR. And that's probably because skin doesn't look good with specular workflow.
Yeah, it's really hard. So yeah, I'm just pinching and polishing all the edges here, making sure that they're embossed up and out, and really just trying to define the shapes that are naturally created with the mask I made. Deciding where things end or where things should be polished is very important, and probably one of the hardest things to do about this workflow and process. I wouldn't worry about that, Tom. That's half of what VRChat's for. Just get a fuck around. I mean, that's what I like it. I'm a hardcore introvert, but I can be social and interact and not feel drained through VRChat, and that's what I like. This is like the same sound list setup that we did last time. Come on, give me a little variance, YouTube.
Is this a metallic map? I don't know what this is.
Interesting.
Well, it looks like so this. No, this might be a roughness.
I'm gonna smooth
We've got-
everything out.
I don't know how to describe it.
Sorry guys, we're back. Nah, it's just my internet, like, because we had no issues when I was on vacation. So I'm glad to know it's not my PC, but you know, internet I can only do so much about.
Have you talked to your ISP?
I'm moving out in a month. It's not worth it. Otherwise I would go complain, but
Well, I mean, in that case, have you talked to your ISP?
no. No, I haven't. Holding Alt on the pinch brush here to just kind of sharpen that edge there. Pinch is also very good at fixing the flow of things. Like I'm trying to make this curve a little better. And the pinch did a good start, but I'm going to just manually move it now. And we're going to jump into the smooth polish, and we're going to push this down and away. Cool. So yeah, look at that. We got some nice filigree now. I'm gonna remove the mask, and you can see it's all looking pretty good actually. I like that. All right, step we're gonna do is gonna save. All right, see you around, games. Have a good one, dude.
Bye.
New folder, ZBrush. And we're gonna save this as Spell Sword 1. And Sea of Thieves looks really good though. Like, despite what I've heard about it, I'm still excited to see what it can do. I'm probably gonna pick it up at some point when I have some spare money.
You should. It's really fun.
Yeah, look at that. That's looking really nice. Definitely a good start to the filigree. Oop. Okay. Let's build out the parts. So now that we got like the basis done on here, I'm gonna build the parts that kind of build up on top and connect to the handle. So that's gonna be the next major thing we hit here. So this part here is going to cave up. Well, that's going. Oh, I'm on the handle. This part here is going to come on pinch. Go to clay. So we're just going to build that up on top. And we're going to try to make this as symmetrical as possible. We're having a little bit of tearing due to the geometry. I'm going to have to dynamesh this at some point. So let's focus on the other parts here. I'm going to lift this up. Yeah, we're having some definite issues. What the fuck is happening there? Alright, well I'm going to smooth out all the hard edges here. Yeah, okay, something's up with geometry here. I'm probably just going to append in a sphere at some point and just start working with that. So what's the dumb question? But can you use these models in ZBrush and VRChat? Yeah, that's going to be the major point. Is these are going to be too high poly now, but when I take it into Maya and we do the low poly process of it, that's going to be the model that we can take into VRChat. So let's add some wear and tear here. So I have some brushes that I've gotten. These are brushes used by Blizzard employees a lot for the World of Warcraft games, but I really like this orb flatten edge. And if I take this and I just start beating the hold up, not the actual filigree, but I can beat up some of the metals here. That's not doing the effect I wanted, actually. I'm going to back that out. Alright. Where's the one I'm thinking of? Is it that one? Orb hammered. That's probably it. Oh, that made the blade a little too wacky. Well, we're going to start doing some like micro detailing. I'm going to select, instead of soft polish, I'm going to go to hard polish, which is going to do just create some hard dinks in the metal that I'm going to... Why is it not working? There we go. I push hard enough. So I can just click around here and try to beat up the metal, make it not look as perfect. This is going to be a very subtle effect, but it's going to give it that hammered metal look that you get for when you make, when you like blacksmith some metals. You can see like the imperfections and stuff like that. Blades are never perfect, despite how symmetrical they may seem. There's always going to be minor imperfections. And that's what ZBrush is for, is all the micro detail that you can get out of your work. I will pinch up this part here a little bit. I made it a little too soft. And now I'm going to take the tool called the Damp Standard. All this does is create gashes, like very deep gashes. So if I make this brush smaller, I can add little chips and wears. And knowing where a blade will scratch is important to creating realistic like chunks to come out of it. There's also just some natural tearing that's going to happen near where the metal bends into the blade. It needs to be softened up a little bit. I'm going to soften those up by hitting the smooth brush and just tapping them a little bit. Don't want them to be too sharp. Really soften that one up. That was a little dark. It's not bad. I'm not a big fan of the slash gash I did, so I'm going to really soften that up. I'm going to drop subdivision levels here so it's lower poly real quick so I can really smooth that out. Then we can go back up. So now the scratch should be almost not visible if I go at it again. That's a little better. Alright, so those scratches are looking good. Let's start working on the handle a little bit. So the handle has a lot of intricacy designs. It's probably going to be the hardest part of the blade here, is to get these curves looking good and working. I blocked them out basic with a sphere in Maya, but I definitely need that to work a little better. So I'm going to grab the move tool here, which is going to allow me to just drag and pull geometry. And I'm going to do my best to shape this to my desired shape. I'm going to divide this a little bit and give it some more geometry. And I'm going to go grab a tool called the snake brush tool. Where is it at? Snake hook, rather. So what this does is if I pull it out, it'll just create a little strand for as long as I pull. And once you run out of geometry, it starts looking bad. But what's going to be important here is I can go grab the top with a smaller brush. And then we can just pull out this little shape here. Actually, that needs to go down. Smooth it out a bit. And that looks a little torn, stretched, and you're right, that's bad. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a process called Dynamesh. If I Dynamesh it, it's a little different than ZBrush. It just creates a lower topology. And now I should be able to smooth that a bit better. Not too good, actually. I'm going to undo that. We're going to need a higher Dynameshing. Okay, Dynamesh isn't working. Let's try ZBrush remeshing. Give it a sec while it thinks. Is it red clay you go for the most sculpting, or do you have a different matte cap that appeals to you more? I like the default gray mostly. The red shows lighting a little more, so I kind of left that in. But definitely not my favorite matte cap. So if as soon as the remesher is done thinking here for a sec, I can show you. I definitely, just the basic matte cap here. Generally, the basic material is what I tend to work with. But it's not as shiny, and that kind of loses appeal to people who don't know like the entire workflow and process. So that looks a lot better. I'm going to divide that up now. So now we have the detail we need. And now we're going to start carving in the details here a bit. So with the clay buildup, I'm going to start marking out the main curves and designs that this thing has. So this is all going to meet up at this point here. And it has a part that curves up here, down the center. And then one that goes like there to connect to that. And then we have spiral connections that come from the top of the blade. I actually need to pull this out a little more. Needs a little more thickness there. And another spiral that goes up there. We get hooked there. And it goes straight across there. I'm just plotting out where I'm going to start doing the embossing and whatnot, just so it's a little easier for me to keep track of. And there's going to be one that just kind of stamps out this bottom there. This curves into a circle, it looks like, so that's going to need to be pulled out a bit more. Oh. Okay, that's pretty decent. Go back to my clay brush, and I'm gonna just define that a little more.
Specular.
It's specular? Okay, that makes more sense.
I don't know what these red things are. They're not metallic maps, though.
Weird. Well, this one connects down here, that we have one that comes up here and loops over the circle for where it connects. Alright. So now let's start defining that a bit more. So I'm going to go a little heavy on this first one, and we're going to gradate that out. Smooth it out a bit. So I don't lose my spot, I'm going to start doing the pinching and the metal making now.
Ooh, the emission looks really good.
Switch back to soft polish. What emission does she have?
It's like the patterns on the skin are like slightly emissive.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So that part's a little sharper now.
forehead is as well.
Huh. Alright, see you, Tom. Thank you for topping in, man. I'm gonna let you know, James, that's not my Wizard Lizard, unfortunately. I know there's someone else that has one. Our Wizard Lizard still isn't done on the rigging side, but it's gonna be done pretty soon.
Yeah, I've been slacking. It should have been done already, but...
But yeah, no, we know of that one that's already been in game, unfortunately. I hope that doesn't make Grep too upset that there's someone else with it, but...
That one's been in game for a while, though.
Yeah. And plus, it doesn't look good. Not compared to mine.
Well, that one's like a direct rip-off of, what, Sketchfab or something, and then...
Probably, yeah. Can you rip models off Sketchfab?
Yeah, but it's kind of tedious and
I believe that.
Not fun.
I mean, most of the models on there aren't in T-pose anyway, so no thanks.
Yeah. Wizard Lizard on there is not in T-pose, so that's why I say it's not fun.
Yeah.
What are these extra textures? I don't...
Grab the pinch again, and we're going to define that. Holding Alt to get the inner seam here and pushing that out a little bit, but pinching the inside. There we go, that's looking good so far. I'm going to use the move tool to just kind of nudge this and pull it around a little bit. Make that edge seem a little sharper. Let's define the strings up here. So this one has a couple that loops around, and it's kind of hard for me to see from the concept, so I'm just kind of go with it. I make a pretty thick one that loops up at least halfway, because I'm only going to model half of this, and the other half I'm going to just mirror in Maya. Going to take away a little bit by holding Alt.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, beast dude. Gonna loop another one around here. Gonna carve away on the inside here just so I can define it a little bit better with dam standards and whatnot. But they have these 3 loops that kind of just go around, and it's a little weird. The shape design is bizarre. I don't know how to make do with it. Especially since it has to be symmetrical going around. Alright, so now with those 3 lumps, let's define those a bit. We're going to start with the pinch. Going to pinch the insides here so it separates them more. Let's smooth that out and then pinch. And now we're going to go to our smooth polish and just polish that out like we have with every other one of them. Now we're still a little low poly, so I'm going to hit divide one more time on this just to get more information. Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much, James. It happens. I mean, I just finished the Hell Scythe model, and someone's already requesting for that in the chat. But half of my thing, or not in the chat, in the Traders Discord, what am I saying? But that's half of what I do is exclusivity. So unfortunately, someone else can make the model. I try to pride on myself as I don't think you'll get another model that looks like that character that's better than what I give you. But I'm not the best artist out there. There's always going to be places to learn and improve. So hey, if someone does make a better model of something that I've already done, I would actually really like to go check it out and study. See what I could have done to improve that they did. Go back to pinch. I'm going to pinch the curve here just so it's a little smoothed out. Well, that one was a short one at least. Here, give me just a second. I'm just gonna check what my internet's doing right now. Okay. Alright, and I'm just going to try to define this a little more by pulling, using my clay buildup to just like really pull that shape a little more. It's pulling not the parts I want, hold on. I want to add more that parts that go underneath. Got to take away to smooth it out a bit. Cool, that looks good. I'm gonna move that down so it's not as large. And how does this one? Where'd my reference go? There it is. Where's my large brief? Thank you. How does that one connect? Okay, that one curves a little bit, so I gotta make sure this curve here is gonna be one that goes on top of the blade's filigree, so I gotta make sure it has the information to be able to do that. And really just bring that up, smooth it out a bit. Rinse and repeat, same shit over and over. But at least we get fast process with this. Like, you can see results relatively quickly with this method that I use. Reverse pinch on the insides here. I'm going to use the move tool to just pull that over this filigree. Okay. Smooth polish. Alright, so the insides here aren't as sharp as I want, but we've already pinched them, so... Why did you change your picture? That's a good question. So, a lot of you may know, just from either my Twitter rantings or if you're in my Discord, I talk about it a lot, is I'm currently job hunting. And the email that I use for my YouTube account is also my primary email for just like life. I never thought about what my picture was for my email. So all these companies that I emailed have a little picture of my little anime girl from Mora, and I feel like that's not a good thing. The stigma that comes with anime is pretty bad, especially in America. So I took it down for the time being. I switched to one of my older sculpts. Just because while I'm hunting for these jobs, I'd like to have the best chances that I can, because I'm already feeling like right now I'm not going to get a job before I graduate, which is spooky, let me tell you the least. But we'll see. I still got a month left.
I don't have a job, so...
I feel that. Scary part is I just don't have a place to live in a month, and that's what I don't know what to do.
Link doesn't work. Okay, apparently any link I post in your chat just gets fucking deleted.
What the fuck? That shouldn't be the case, especially for mods.
No. Every link I paste just doesn't work for people. Like, they get some access denied, doesn't exist, 404, fucking... I'm so tilted.
I'm sorry, dude. What were you trying to say? Was it another straw pour? No, it's Discord app. That's hilarious. What the fuck's happening?
It's your fucking reference image, because they were asking for the reference image.
Oh, for Wizard?
No, for what you're doing now, I think.
Oh, yeah. Here, I'll post it. They can't say no to me. Yeah, mine worked.
Yeah, I can click it and it works.
Maybe it's a setting I have that it doesn't allow links to go through. But yeah, that's the reference that we're working off of.
Actually, never mind. It doesn't work.
Oh.
It cock blocked me.
What the fuck is happening? So weird.
Yours
Okay.
works fine. Mine doesn't.
Oh. Okay. I'm on move. I'm gonna go to damp standard here. I'm gonna try to define. Actually, you know what? There's a curve brush that I really like. That where is it? There's a specific orb slash I use a lot. I don't see it. Is it this one? Oh, yeah, I think it's this one. I don't remember that being the icon. And then we just tap that out a little bit. And now we have a more solidified indent. So I'm going to pinch this circle all around, and trying to get this to be even is going to be a hard thing to do. But that's going to be the goal for this circle, is just repeatedly doing it. I just masked that circle out really quick so I can get some really quick, sharp, hard edges. I'm gonna go to smooth polish and just make sure that's fully... That was a little too much. But we're gonna smooth everything out, make sure it's hard edge, and then I can remove the mask. And if I tap this out again, it'll be small. You can start seeing the geometry, and if you can see geometry in ZBrush, you don't have enough information. So I'm gonna divide again right there. Or actually, where's that curve I just did? Yeah, orb slash, there we go. Yeah, we'll fix that part in a bit. I actually want to add more of a curve to this seam. Take that one away a bit.
Oh, I just realized I was eating with my mic. I'm so sorry.
Wait, what? Oh, eating with the mic? The soul crunching sounds.
I'm so sorry.
I don't give a shit, don't worry, dude. It's the least of the stream's troubles.
Yeah, but I don't want to piss your chat off.
They don't have opinions. Actually, I want your opinion on this because ZXC told me the other day and he's wrong. How do you guys feel about the combination of Pop-Tarts and cream cheese?
Wait, did you try it?
No.
Well, then how do you know I'm wrong? Fuck off.
I know you're wrong.
Listen, cinnamon Pop-Tarts and cream cheese are fucking great.
Either way, no, it's not a combo. I learned one thing for job interviews: don't mention that you have autism because I might choose you for that. Yeah, I feel that, dude.
Listen, hold on. Right.
The chat is significantly behind, by the way. I think they're behind like 5 minutes.
Yeah. But listen, chat. If you haven't tried it, don't vote. Because you can't knock something until you try it.
I can definitely be judgmental. Hey man, judgment is what keeps people alive.
You can be judgmental. You just can't knock it until you try it. You can judge me all you want, but your judgment means nothing because you haven't tried it.
I mean, my opinion definitely means something.
No, your opinion is invalid.
I like how no.
Just no, like... So I found an SFM model of the Wraith.
Is that gonna be easier?
Yeah, I just have to delete a fuck ton of twist bones, but that's okay.
That's better than rigging.
Alright, the reason that cinnamon Pop-Tarts and cream cheese...
Why are you stacking?
Well, first of all, cinnamon Pop-Tarts don't really have cream. They just have like a cinnamon filling kind of thing, but that's not really cream and it's very thin. But then they've got that like spread on top that's like, it's like hardened icing, I guess. But you put cream cheese on it and you get like a very...
I've given up. I can't be mad.
Chat will never know.
No, they do. That's why they say F.
No. I mean, chat will never know about the...
So yeah, we're just going back and forth. I'm pinching a lot here and there. It's a very ornamented and designed kind of handle here. I'm gonna break the connection we had there. Got a damn standard to show that ours is going to take priority over that fold. What is this commercial ass music right now? Hey, little Ash, how are you? This is some commercial fucking music right now. Hold up.
Hi.
We're not listening to this shit. We're working on a cool sword for a spell sword character I'm gonna do for a portfolio piece. So,
You know what that sword would go good with?
you say cream cheese.
Pop-Tarts and cream cheese.
So fucking gross.
No, you haven't tried it. You literally said to me, yeah, I could see that.
I said, you know what? I could see the bittersweet combo, but it's too weird for me. I got more judgmental over the night. I slept on it. I thought about how I truly felt.
My name is Mora. I fucking judge shit before I try it, because I'm fucking dumb.
Fuck you. And now here we can just, if I use the pinch brush, we can connect these strands, which is what I want to do there.
I think that fucking hot dogs aren't sandwiches, because I'm a dummy.
They're not sandwiches, because if you...
Holy shit, you got so close to your mic for that. Oh my god.
Get upset.
Apparently.
I'm not even this passionate about food in real life. Like, goddamn, but why do sandwiches tilt me?
Sandwiches don't tilt you, hot dogs tilt you, you fucking weirdo.
You know what, you're right.
Wait.
You just conceded.
No! Fuck. Well,
game, set, and match.
Delete that. Edit that out.
Clip.
No, can somebody edit that out, please? Do we have an editor?
No, we don't have an editor. The editor is me. So yeah, the handle's looking pretty good as a basis right now. I'm gonna have a lot more detail I'm gonna have to do in some fine detail. Next part is getting this little part to come up here, but I'm gonna do that on a separate subtool, I think. But yeah, you can see the shaping, we got the basis in. I can clean up some things a little more as we move along, trying to get to the other parts. But yeah, we got a good basis for the handle.
Okay, by a fuck ton of twist bones, I meant 6 twist bones.
Oh, so easiest fucking thing in the world.
Yeah. Thought there were more than that.
Oop. Oop. What's going on? Come on. There we go. And I'm going to pinch the edge here just a little sharper. Same thing with that side. And this one. That one didn't look as good though when I did that whole one. Nope, I don't like anything that just happened there, so I'm going to leave that one as it is. What is the best sandwich? Whatever you want it to be. Because the debates that spring out if I say anything are too strong.
Hot dogs.
No. You gave up any right you had.
No. You have no proof.
So the handle is very lumpy and rocky and full of weird designs, so I'm just going to make it lumpy and rocky and full of weird designs. Really not following anything in particular, and then we can just tap that down.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the tip here is very sharp and angular. It's like a crystal. So I'm going to pull that out a bit. I'm going to make the base a little longer.
Is this a that's what she said moment?
Yeah, we can definitely go there.
Alright. Yeah, that's what she said.
And we got some pretty heavy pop-off on the sides here. I'm gonna get my slash brush and we're just gonna cut down the bit here. Cool. What? What, Ash?
Oh.
What?
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 Ash, what?
Huh?
What? Anyway, we're gonna keep pitching the filigree here.
What?
No. None of this.
Who?
Who's Meerkat? Never heard of Meerkat. Oh, that's what Ash. Oof off if.
Uchi mama.
Sure.
Sure.
Alright, so we got a good basis for that. I can go a little more detailed, so I guess I'm gonna do that. Let's get the handle a little more working then, I guess. It's kind of threaded, kind of not, and I don't know what to do, so I'm just going to thread it. I'm going to lower the subdivisions down to 3 real quick so it's kind of soft, and we're going to really tap these back because they are way too extruded right now. And now if I jump back, the detail will still be there. Except for here where it divides into a core looking shape. And then it kind of curves out under the top there.
This is gonna be a weird humanoid rig.
Only 5 people watching have accounts? What do you mean? Oh, the stream? That's fucking weird. How many people are watching? It's not a popular stream right now. Yeah, we only have 21 people. Yeah, okay.
It's because I was eating in my mic. Sorry.
Yeah, I know, Gustavo. No, it wasn't. I know, Gustavo. It's not something I can fix, unfortunately, because it's just my internet. And it sucks. I wish it was better. It's not acceptable to have it happen while I'm streaming, but eh.
I don't seem to remember this being an issue with the first few streams you did.
We still had drops, but it was mostly because I was trying to do things. But it's also the fact that people have tripped over my Ethernet cord, and we've had a couple of the cords snap. But I still have internet, so... No matter soon. I'm moving out. I'm gonna find a new place. I'm gonna get new internet, new place set up so I can actually play some VRChat on stream, which is what most people are subscribed to before, is VRChat related things and art.
Well, you're doing art, so...
Yeah. And we're gonna hit this with smooth polish, just kind of flatten that out. It's a little too lumpy right now. Even though it is kind of lumpy in the thing, it doesn't look like that intended lumpy. It's just bad lumpy.
Do I have to assign legs?
To what? Are you still in Blender or Unity at this point?
To a rig for VRChat. Do I have to assign legs, or will it work without legs?
I think it'll work without it, but it's gonna ask that you have them. But doing the methods that we know how, you can just not give a shit.
Okay. I'm just not gonna give a shit then.
Cool.
It'll look better.
Hey, Arcade! 4 out of 10, how fun is sculpting in Highpoly? This is a solid 11 for me. This is my happy zone. Like, this is what I love doing. Low poly and texturing, it's fun, but I love sculpting. Like, this is where all my passion lies when it comes to doing 3D art. And if I pinch this up here, we're going to make this look much cleaner. We'll have this overlap up top. Going to pinch the insides here so it's a little smoother. And we're going to place like a gem or an emissive map or something in there to make it glow a little bit more in the later stages. A splash screen for hours. Why would you do that, Crom? Alright, that's okay. It's good for the front half. Alright, let me look at my concept again. What else can we do? Alright, we need more capping details on the top here, because these have little indents and extrusions, and then we have to do this winged part. Oh, also this part has to curve over on the blade. I missed that. Okay, let's do that real quick. No one told me it was... Oops. Yeah, if you enjoy traditional sculpting Arcane, I think you'll enjoy ZBrush a lot, because it uses the same practices and techniques. Yes, they are approached radically differently, but what you know traditionally does transfer over into digital sculpting, and that's why I love it. That's okay. All right, so let's we're gonna mask out some detail here by painting it.
Oh, this is gonna be really bad. Look.
Oh, are you in Unity already?
Yeah.
Damn, that was quick.
I don't know what I'm doing at this point. This is gonna be fucking awful.
That's not how that connects, does it? Yeah, no, it connects all the way to the center there. And we're gonna just make that a little sharper. That side. That stroke was too fast.
You know what VRChat needs to do? Who's advanced enough to know how to do it should be able to do it.
Yeah.
Also, Also, Unity really doesn't like this. I hit play and it's been sitting there thinking for like the past...
Yo, what is this monstrosity you brought into me?
Oh no.
The plating... I don't know how I feel about this mask. I'm gonna try it, but I'm not probably gonna like it, I think. We're just gonna smooth that out.
Oh fuck, you do have to have the legs assigned, otherwise it doesn't play the animations.
Oh, that's the catch. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Alright, we're not going to do that detail yet. Or at least not that way. Cool, and then we're going to delete that mask. Maybe I played EVE Online. I played DayZ a lot. DayZ's been the biggest game, but I've not played that in fucking months because the game's dead and the devs should feel bad about how bad they've done that game.
Yeah, fucking brutal.
Yeah, it's sad. The mod is still a million times better than the standalone game that's been out for 4 years. I backed that game for centuries. I was one of the devout followers too, and they really bit me, I feel. What anime are you watching for the season? I haven't really had something set up to watch this season. I've just been so busy with everything else. I am super excited for Steins Gate Zero. That I'm gonna watch in a heartbeat because Steins Gate is one of my favorite shows. Period. Rip. All right. So when you drag the sphere out, I have to delete all the subdivisions. So I'm gonna lower the subdivisions to pretty low because I don't need the information for these. And if I delete the higher. Now I can just drag a sphere out on that part. It's gonna mask everything out. I'm gonna undo that mask, and if I hold Control and Shift and then click on the mesh it's gonna hide everything else. If I do it again, it's gonna hide everything but what you selected. So now if I go to Geometry and I go to Modify Topology, I can say Delete Hidden here. So that's gonna delete all the hidden objects we have here. So I can turn on the handle, and now I have this sphere that's just in the position I wanted, and now I can shape this to be how I want for this wing. So first things first is I'm going to push it on the sides here. It kind of branches out, so I'm going to make sure it has the connection base. From here I'm going to use the snake hook tool, and we're just going to get the rest of the shape with that. Soften it out a bit. It looks bad, and that's why we're going to Z-remesh. That did it okay. It's good enough to start. So now I'm going to move and shape this just a little better to make it more accurate with how the final shape's going to be. Okay, smooth it out. Divide a lot. And now I'm going to do the clay buildup we did for all the other filigree. I can't pronounce the word. Can ZBrush be bought with one purchase rather than the monthly fee for the rest of your life nonsense? I don't recall if they switched over to the CC method. I can tell you that it at one point was bought singularly, and the price is ridiculously expensive. It's either $500 or $800. It's an insanely expensive program. But what it does is fantastic. You can also use the program Mudbox, which is Autodesk's version of it. Haven't used Mudbox too much myself, but I know it's another sculpting program, and it's just as industry used as ZBrush is. I'm gonna drop my divisions by 1 just because it's a little too high. I wasn't feeling my soften brush or smooth brush doing anything. Smooth that out. Alright, and yeah, you know, that sounds right. If they are not using the newer method that a lot of companies are adopting, 800 single user is what I believe is correct. Okay, use pinch.
Back.
Oh, you left?
Yeah, sorry. My yoga wheel got here. I had to go fucking roll my back out. That shit was the most glorifying thing I've done all week.
I fucking feel like I need one. I fucked my back up yesterday. Like, my back's in shit pain, and I don't know what happened.
Let me tell you. You get a yoga wheel, you fucking roll your back out on that shit. Oh.
Oh, baby.
It is gratifying. Like, oh my god. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel it. I'm gonna switch to this soften polish because hard polish is doing a little too much there. Where's it at?
The stream is sponsored by Yoga Wheels. Also sponsored by Amplify Shader Editor. The one and only shader editor that you'll ever need for Unity.
Yeah,
Please
fuck.
sponsor me, Amplify.
Fuck the competition. Amplify only.
I mean, to be fair, Shader Forge kind of sucks in comparison because it's not developed anymore, but you know.
Oh, that's fair. Can't have a competition if they don't exist anymore.
Oh, it exists. They just...
Hey, how you doing, Hibiki? Well, welcome to the channel. If it's your first time to the channel, let me tell you what happens here. My stream goes down. I get mad. We sculpt. We do arts. It's pretty routine, you know. But that's my daily stream life.
But Mora.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Pretty.
He forgot to mention one thing. I'm here and I troll the chat sometimes.
That's true. We have discussions about sandwiches and mistakes that Zeke...
Like, I can't talk about Pop-Tarts.
There you go. It's back up. Go. Talk about Pop-Tarts.
Alright, Pop-Tarts. Listen, Hibiki. Hibiki, you still there? Listen. Do you like cinnamon Pop-Tarts? If yes. Do you like cream cheese? If yes. Try cinnamon Pop-Tarts with a little bit of cream cheese. It's fucking the most delicious fucking thing in the world, and you'll fucking love it. I guarantee it. Sponsored.
Oh, it doesn't go down when we talk about things, because it's not...
Oh, because it's delayed.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's what happens, Hibiki. We come back pretty quick, but fuck, man.
I don't know if I want to fuck a man.
You know what? Be open. It's 2018. Who are you to judge?
I'm not judging. Like, maybe that's not my style.
Dude, my style.
My style.
Were you the one who showed me that? I can't remember where I know that from. Okay.
Yeah, I was.
I'm gonna hide everything but this little hole real quick, or the wing thing, so I can do this carve.
Well, I can't talk to you anymore, Hibiki. I'm sorry.
I've never tried cinnamon Pop-Tarts, but I think I enjoy them. I don't like cream cheese. You know what? I'm fine with those answers.
I'm not okay with either of those answers, honestly.
Alright.
Alright. Pineapple on pizza. Discuss. That's all I have to say about that. I'm happy about that.
Good. Good. Yeah, no, pineapple on pizza's delicious. Hawaiian, with a little bit of barbecue sauce and some Canadian bacon.
Ooh.
Goddamn.
Ooh. I don't know what Canadian bacon is, but...
It's thinly sliced ham. Don't let the Canadians tell you otherwise.
I don't think the Canadians even call it Canadian bacon. So.
They call it bacon, and they call ours American bacon, which is just vastly superior in every way.
Pineapple is... Wow. This fucking one-sided chat over here.
What is this? Pineapple's the only true pizza topping. Yo, hold up. There's some really good pizzas out there that don't have pineapple on them. But
Alright. Does it animate now?
I hope.
Oh my fucking god.
Does it? Or was it awful?
I added invisible legs so that...
Alright, screen share that. I want to see that. I'm showing
Okay.
I'm showing that on screen. Oh, you've been sending me photos. God, this thing's horrific.
I'll screen share it. It'll look funny. Alright. Let me... Here you go. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Alright. Look at it.
Gross.
Look how it's standing. No. But wait. Let me show you the legs. Let me show you the legs. Hold on. Where is...
Dude, you're set up for horror nights now.
Look at those fake ass legs. Oh fuck.
Good fake legs, dude.
Thanks, man. They're pretty fucking...
For those of you who are tuning in later, he's ripping models from Evolve to bring into VRChat.
Hell yeah, I am.
ZXC, AK extra thick. You goddamn right he's extra thick.
Okay. Don't know how that happened, but...
What is that? That is the Wraith from Evolve.
That's me. It's literally me.
Self-portrait sculpt.
While you're looking...
check out... Hold up. Let me bring it back up.
Check out these emissives.
Oh, those do look nice. Oh, that makes sense that he would have that so you can see him in the dark a little better.
Yeah.
What
it's
is...
also a sheet.
You're right. I forgot.
Sexy.
What a Yeah, you got me. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, I think monsters only have one chip.
Whoa.
Controversial topics. Let's do it.
Wow.
Monsters. What? Monsters don't have rights.
Allow me to refer you to Monsters Inc.
You're right. Fucking, I'm not denying Mike Wazowski or Sully any rights. They deserve them all. Attack helicopters are the truest form of identification.
Do you think I can add IK to the tail and have it stay above ground?
Oh, I don't know much about what you used. I would like to say yes, based on the idea of the program, but I truly can't say.
Alright, well, we're gonna find out.
Yeah, fuck with it.
Grounder IK. Layers. Default. Environment. Ooh, I'm gonna have to assign them at... I'm gonna have to assign the tail as legs.
That's hilarious.
Oof. Okay. Let's see.
I'm just carving in the designs here a little bit more. I'm just trying to create this feather look that they have once we get to the pinching and softening.
How many bones are in this tail?
1,000. There's a lot.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 bones. Okay.
That's not too bad.
One,
that looked
two,
more
three,
when we was
4,
just
5,
stream previewing.
9, 10, 11. Well, okay, so there's 3 tails though.
Oh, that's what it was.
And I have to drag each bone into a slot.
Have fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. Have fun. Have fun doing this thing that may not even work.
That's what testing's for. Just do one side and then move on with your life. Or one-tailed test, and then if it works, cool. If it doesn't, fuck off. Move on.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
You know, that like you're pretty good at.
That's 3D art. You know what? I paid money to have this logic. I'm
Well, I've got an IK chain in the tail now. So.
Sick.
Now. Yeah, no, that'll work. Never mind. I know that will. All right, so it has one leg. And that is
wait,
tail.
Avi, are you Lewd Lamp?
Who?
Lewd Lamp is my favorite lamp that I know off.
I'm making an entire.
Hey, what's up, Bashling? Or Bashing? How you doing, man?
Oh, he is Lewd Lamp. Hi, Lamp.
He is Lewd Lamp?
I'm pretty sure.
That makes me happy. I've strip danced on Lewd Lamp.
Oh boy. This does some weird things, Mora. I'm just gonna send you a neat little screenshot.
Yeah. I think you fucked it a little bit. Oh, you're just another lamp? Damn. Oh well. I'm all for more lamps integration in VRChat. I just haven't seen Lewd Lamp in forever. I strip danced on him like a month ago, and that's the last time I've seen him.
He's literally in the same world as me at all times. You're just never on.
Lewd Lamp? I literally have not seen him in... You're right, I'm not on, but... I literally have not seen him in fucking forever.
He's on all the time.
How does that man get satisfaction being a lamp?
I don't fucking know. Why are you asking me?
I just... It's fair.
He gets danced on, dude.
Yeah, no, I definitely strip danced on him many times.
So then there you go. There's your answer. Just fucking... He's satisfied because anime girls
dance on him.
Yeah, exactly. What up?
Dude, get danced on.
Yeah, get danced on, fucking.
There we go, that's looking good. Those are smoothing out pretty nicely. And now if I turn that off, yeah, now we got the nice hook. Hibiki, that was literally like in December, so yeah, it's been a while.
I bet chat would dance on Lamp.
Oh, Hibiki, my friend's request list is just so fucking huge. Like, there's just a chance I missed it.
Wow. That's a humble brag if I've ever heard one.
It's not a humble brag, it's the fact that I literally miss people.
My friends list is just so huge.
Yeah, well, fuck it is. Fuck you.
My friends list is just so big, guys.
See, I didn't know you were like that.
Alright.
Alright, now we're gonna pull with the snake hook to just fully get that in there.
What? Okay.
And now we pinch.
Making it look retarded.
Dude, you making a goo girl, Hibiki? Goo girls are interesting. Transparency is just a bitch to do. So I'm curious to see how you handle that.
Yo, have you guys played Far Cry 5?
He's really into Far Cry right now. I haven't played it. I haven't played an Ubisoft game since Watch Dogs, so it's been a while. Yeah, I'm liking that. What?
I was trying to tuck the sides in behind the head, but I made it look like it was doing a stripper pose.
It's such a disgusting thing.
Hey baby, I heard you like monsters. Holy shit.
Alright, I think the sword's coming out pretty good. I'm gonna do one last little filigree thing, and we're gonna jump over to low poly, which I didn't think we were gonna finish the sword this fast, but it's looking pretty solid. I don't like the handle, actually. The handle needs to be touched up again. The hilt looks fine, but the handle itself is gross and underdone.
You look fine.
Dude, thanks. I didn't know you felt that way.
You're looking pretty fine for a white guy.
I am a cop. A cutie cop. That abounds to no gender.
Okay. Dynamic bones.
Yeah, okay, let's move on. Where's my insert sphere?
Tail. Add component. Dynamic bone.
Oh, that's right. Multiple subdivisions. Go to lowest. Delete higher. And drag out my sphere.
Dampening. 0.7. Elasticity. 0.2.
Wow. Look at these numbers.
Elasticity.
Delete hidden on that.
Distribution curve.
Turn the original blade on. And now we're going to make the last little bit of filigree on the blade here. Because I forgot about this part. Please, this is a Christian server. We don't swear on it.
I don't fucking care, you fucking...
Whoa! What would Jesus say?
Jesus would say, yeah, fuck you.
Jesus would say, dude, lighten the fuck up, dude.
Yeah.
Yes, Mickey. It's like this. This filigree is interesting. Getting the shape to work is harder than I thought.
Man, I really want to do a Mickey Mouse impression, but I can't. So.
Oh no. How will you move on? How will you live? We're gonna divide that a bunch. And taper it out. Smooth. I'm gonna hide everything but this right now so I can just get the shape looking real good.
I'm gonna upload this and see how it looks in game.
Great. We get to see your monstrosity faster than I wanted.
Avatar descriptor. Oh, where the fuck is my viewpoint even gonna be? Hang on.
That's a little too sharp. I'm going to lighten that up by softening. And smooth polish the insides of this part. Alright, and we're only doing half of it, so that looks pretty good there. It's a little lower and a little higher up here, so I'm gonna make sure we get that shape. You color it on stream too? Yeah, if we get to that. Probably not gonna get to that this stream, honestly, but this is gonna be a character. I'm gonna do the entire character, so she's going from start to finish. I'm gonna make her. I figured the weapon would just be a good place to start on ZBrush because it's gonna go over the basics. Because sculpting a character is, whew, that takes some time. And frankly, I don't have time to do that today, so. There we go. I'm gonna have to call the stream at like 3:30ish because I have to do some actual work for school today, so unfortunately it's gonna be a shorter stream. But frankly, attendance is kind of low right now anyway, so not doing too hot. Yeah, I gotta release a new video. I haven't done one in like a month.
Or do you?
Yeah, I would say I do.
Okay.
That's a little better. It's not perfect. I don't like this shape that's being made by this shadow here.
Copy component. Paste component.
There you go, that looks a little better. Alright, let's pick up the blade itself. I'm gonna drop my subdivisions down to 0 so I can just really just kind of erase everything that happened there. We're gonna have to go through, we're gonna have to step through each like subdivision level to make sure that all the details are really gone. There you go. Honestly, the sword just kind of looks better without detail there. Have what? I don't remember what we were talking about, sorry. The stream is so far behind in comparison, so. What's up with the handle? The handle's so oddly designed. Alright, let's just let's do some basic things here. I'm gonna get my clay buildup. And I'm going to just sculpt some rings to show the edge. That last part was a little too big.
It's uploaded.
God, that was quick. I'm gonna switch to hard polish here because it's really good at just creating these hard edges, which is what I want to have at the seam here. And I'm going to smooth in between each stroke just to make sure it connects easy. We'll grab the orb slash and we're going to carve the inside there in a straight line so it affects it all.
Avatar testing.
You don't have time. It was just a straight cutout, but honestly, it doesn't have. Oh, I think if we're talking about the shaft, it just didn't have the detail that I was looking for, and it didn't look correct. It just kind of looked bad. So I'm going to just hand paint some filigree.
It works.
It works? Oh my god.
Oh my fucking god, it works!
You just walk it out to people, that is going to be horrifying. Nope, I already hate what I just did there. This little bar up here is the undo bar, and it remembers everything you've done in a session, so it's pretty good about that. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do some straight wrapping textures. Just keep it simple. soften that up. Gonna go to my slash and we're gonna just draw each line now. So it's defined a little more.
I'm being invited to play Fortnite.
Oh, dude, go fucking shoot some boys.
Alright, I'm gonna go play Fortnite. Bye, chat.
Alright, I love you. Goodbye.
Bye, Mora. Love you. No homo, though.
Yeah, of course.
Hot dogs are sandwiches.
Get the fuck out of my chat. God, what a loser, guys. Hey, Auntie. Hey, Bouncy. Everyone's coming in now. But, like, look at this shit. Look at this fancy-ass sword we're making. Yeah, that handle looks a million times better just doing the basic wrap. I'm gonna define this crystal up here because that's just kind of like a lump right now. What is this song? I hate this noise they're at me. No, thank you. Alright. Clay build up. I'm going to define the center crystal as the first part. And we're going to smooth everything out. Now if I go to my hard polish here and I hit the top, it's going to mark out that spot that we made. A little bit of force assistance after a bit. Now I can go to pinch and really force the shapes out. Sweet. There we go. Now it's got that rock shape. Awesome. I'm going to lower some subdivision levels and I'm going to tone these down a little bit. I think I'm just going to make this one capsule and break design a little bit. So if I... That's not what I wanted. Cool, and now I'm going to go to my orb standard brush. We're going to cut this. Cool. I have to ensure that this build-up goes all the way on the sides here. Since we're only modeling half the sword in ZBrush. Because symmetry decided it didn't want to work. Yeah, look at that. I think we have a dope-ass sword. Sword makes me want to abandon my 12 gauge. Never want to abandon my 12 gauge. Yeah, no, the sword's coming out. I think we're gonna call this one pretty much done for the high poly, and we can jump into the low poly. Yeah, let's do that. And I've only saved once. You guys are right. I forgot to save a lot. Yeah, so let's do that. I'm going to save out each of these parts individually. Mainly just the handle pieces and the blade pieces, which is pretty much just select the blade. And so if I hide everything but the blade here, if I go to export, I'm going to pop out into the spell sword main folder. I'm going to make a new one. I'm going to call this my Highpoly. And I'm going to make a new one for the sword. And in here, I'm going to name this the blade underscore high. Think of it. What historical moment did I make? Alright, thinking. Switch to this layer, turn all...
Give me a sec, I have to switch up my my layouts here so we can do some Maya work. I'm gonna pop this over here real quick. We're gonna turn that up. Open up OBS. Where's OBS at? OBS, hello. There you are. Switch to the desktop version, and give me a sec as I move all my... Actually, let me just grab my windows. Close Discord. Oh, Maya's already open, still cool. I need my chat. I'm gonna minimize ZBrush, move that over there. I don't need Photoshop. There we go. Cool. Maya. So, I can't remember if we saved this out. I'm just gonna save this as new folder, Maya files. Sword 01, and now I can leave this. Cool. Actually, I should have named that base, but that's fine. Doesn't matter. So now I'm gonna go to File, Import. Now this is gonna take a bit because we have to import the Highpoly model. Thankfully, we weren't too high for this sculpt, so it's not gonna be too bad. Let's start with the blade, because the blade's the easiest thing. Oh, hello, Mythos. Yep, Maya's thinking as it tries to import this huge object. Or it crashes, one of the two. Almost there. There it is. Okay, so that's the old blade, and this is the new high sculpt one that we did. So what we're going to do is we're going to... Oh, it's still thinking. Oh, this was more than I thought. This is, it's a... Oh, it's 5 mil. I don't think we took the blade that high. Well, fuck. Okay, so I'm going to select this. I'm going to make this live. This means I can't select it, but all my points of interest are going to attach to this blade. This is what we use for retopology. And I'm going to just mirror one half of the sword. So I believe I have to do it mirror in the X. So I'm going to go to my quad draw. I just want to test that this is going to work real quick. So I'm going to go to the part that doesn't have all the detail. If I click here, 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 here. You made one on the other side? Perfect. So let's start low polying this. Come on. Oh, Maya's really dying with the topology of this. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get ZBrush up real quick. I'm going to... Ooh, oh yeah, we're really struggling thinking right now. Oh, my CPU's dying.